Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section,
This is Jason with Dakota Carpet Restoration. Leave the cleaning to me. Don't cry over spilt milk, Kool-Aid, or whatever it is. I can help make your carpet look new again. Your carpet should be professionally cleaned every 12 to 18 months. If your house is underwater, no problem. Call us right away. Even if it's 3 in the morning, we'll take care of the water damage before mold sets in. Dakota Carpet Restoration, based in Platte, South Dakota. 605-481-8709. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
If you have seen our lot at Harry K, then you know we're having a record month. We are in need of vehicles, and a lot of them. That's right, we won't send you those mailers to confuse you. We'll just ask you to bring your vehicle in to have us look at it. No games, no gimmicks, just good old-fashioned honesty. Shop us first, shop us last. Either way, come see Harry K. Family, friends, and Fords. In that order.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The corner station.
Back to fall on the ball. Good evening and welcome to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brozick, joined by Troy Feasterman. if you're seeing on the video, South Dakota's getting some snow, Troy. It's starting to look like a winter wonderland, even though it's only end of October, not even to Halloween yet, and we're getting snow. So it's going to be a fun, muddy matchup tonight. We've got the Pier Governors facing off, bringing the Douglas Patriots into town to close out your regular season here. Douglas is going to be coming in with a 1-6 record, averaging 17 points a game and giving up 37 points a game. Of course, your Pier Governors are 5-2, averaging 38 points a game, only giving up 21, so that's part of the reason they're winning. Of course, a lot of that you're seeing being carried in the backfield by McGuire Rasky, their tailback for Pier, carrying hard. From what I saw earlier today, Troy, as we were kind of just going through and watching you try to get numbers for this Douglas team early on, looks like they're more of a spread offense we're going to see come out. They're going to look to throw. I guess, like I said, I didn't catch a lot of it, but that's the clips I saw. That's what I was seeing. If you saw anything else, go ahead and jump in and tell me otherwise.
Yeah, I would say, that we've seen a lot more of the spread offense with the passing, but with the conditions tonight, I would think that that's probably going to be a tough task for any team tonight.
Yep.
I think we're going to see a lot of ground and pound tonight. And all joking aside, looking at Douglas across that front line, averaging real close, right around that 270 line. This is a big offensive defensive line for Douglas, so the conditions are fit for this type of football for them. So be kind of interesting. 1-6. I didn't see him play last week. I think they played Yankton last week, and everything I heard is they held Yankton in check for a half of football. A very good Yankton team. So. Records don't always say everything.
No, and especially, for these guys next week, like you're saying, everybody goes back to 0-0. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. You got to prove it during the postseason. Luckily, this is one more tune-up practice, really, for them before they get ready for the actual big dance.
You bet. So a good place for Douglas to come up with, a win if they could. So good. Both teams want to go into the playoffs with a win. So.
And I believe, taking a look at the standings, Pier sitting third, I'm pretty sure, pretty solidly in that, Class AA standings. Of course, Yankton and Brookings on top. Both of them still unbeaten, but one of them will be end up taking home a loss tonight as they take on each other up there. I believe it's in Brookings.
It is in Brookings tonight. Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see you had that written down for me there, Troy. Looking around at the other ones, of course, then behind Pier, you've got Sturgis Brown sitting at 4-4. They're in a Spearfish tonight, but Spearfish, still looking for that first one of the year, so that's a chance for, Sturgis to maybe make the jump depending on how things go. For actually looking at PowerPoints, I take that back, folks. Pier at this point is pretty much solidly locked up that third seed in the Class AA, so.
That's kind of what I seen. Is I think the Pier is pretty safe right there in the third spot, and I'm guessing Huron probably going to be their first round matchup is what it's kind of looking like. Probably.
I think you're right, Troy.
You bet. So we didn't.
Well, no, excuse me. You're not right. Looking at it, it would be Mitchell comes back. Mitchell would end up coming back to as we get ready for this kickoff. Piers, we saw them coming last week, and Pier ended up taking that one home. This return's going to be by number 6 there.
Peyton DeWitt.
Thank you. Quick one.
Yep, Peyton's going to bring her back.
That's about 31.
Probably somewhere close to the 31 yard line. So that's where Douglas is going to start tonight, Caleb, and we'll see what that big offensive line can do for him pushing the ball down the field.
Yeah, I guess this is really their chance to prove that maybe even with the size they're not pass blockers, they can actually get the job done on the ground as well. Lining up, quarterback's going to be number 13 there for your Patriots, David Severson.
Yep, 6 foot, 160-pound senior.
And this handoff is going to go to number 2,
Tyler Clark,
off the left side, and that's we're already seeing it, Troy. This sloppy conditions we're seeing on the field is. Granted, Clark by no means he's quick. You saw that there, that first play, but. Even he's kind of hesitant. It's going to be slick, and he caught a couple defenders there just because of that slippery condition. They overran it, and then he stopped enough on a dime to get him to just kind of, slide right on by.
Yep. Nope. Good run there. Brought her to about the 45-yard line of Pier.
So as we line back up in this I formation, we've got a wide receiver split out to the right side. This one's going right back to Mr. Clark. And that one's going for about 5, we're going to call it. We're going to give him 2nd and 5 here from about the 40-yard line of your Pier Governors.
Yep, and we're going to be able to pick up on the numbers here for probably about a quarter of football for Douglas. You can already see Clark's jersey is just getting matted with the mud. This, Pierre did as good a job as they could, but the conditions are just incredibly tough to keep this field ready and
we
clean.
Showed up. We were here at about, 4:30, 4:45, Troy, and they'd been, I'm sure you could tell, hard at work almost the whole day just trying to get this field ready. And
said they'd even been working on it yesterday during the bad weather, so.
But you can't beat it. Mother Nature has her own plans. So we're here playing football, and there's our first fumble of the weekend. Of the night. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more of those in these conditions. Luckily, Severson's going to just fall right back on it. I believe it was Severson anyway. And so they're going to lose about a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 here for your Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, I'm guessing as the night goes on, no matter how many footballs get switched in and out, those footballs are going to get heavy, they're going to get sloppy, and they're going to get real slippery.
Well, and then of course with the snow, you got to be. And these guys are warmed up and everything still, but those hands kind of get numb after a while. To where I think even that's going to be enough to where some of these backs are going to have trouble holding onto these footballs.
Yep, absolutely on the ground again.
But Severson kind of breaks that one off.
Yep.
Going to be right. They're going to move him. Going to be down at about the 34-yard line. We're going to give him the first down. We're going to move the chains, I believe. Yep, there's the head official gives the signal. First down, Patriots. And so, like you said, Troy, I think the Patriots came in. Douglas has definitely come in, and they're saying, why not? We've got nothing to lose here. Let's play. Let's have some fun.
Yep, let's take our big guys and just follow them. And right now that's working good. Ball on the ground there. Severson with a
good
nice
heads-up
play, picking it up, and be able to pick up the first down. So
still coming up, sticking with that I formation with a wide receiver split out to the right. This time we're going to get some motion to a wider wide receiver, and Severson, he saw something there. It looked like there might have been a play, but he just went right off tackle, and he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Douglas Patriots, taking an early 6-0 lead here, pending this PAT attempt.
Yep, looks like it's clean, and
yeah, I mean, I think
no flags. I
think the flags would stand out a little bit more tonight.
Well, it depends on how long they stay yellow.
That's true.
So Douglas kind of does what we kind of were, all joking aside, you expecting. I mean, I think both these teams are going to look a lot alike on offense tonight, but Douglas able to find something there.
I know, Troy, been to Pier a few more times than you have to cover games. Seems like this Governor defense, I should say. I'm trying to get mixed up as we're getting ready for them to come out on offense for their first drive, but their defense kind of starts off slow a lot of games. Mitchell last week did take a 6-0 lead right away from them. So, I mean, I'm not really surprised a lot. I mean, even some of the other games I remember looking back, I better double check, make sure I know what I'm talking about. So Mitchell, even the West Central game we both did, it seems like those first drive, the Pier defense really just kind of feels everybody out, and then that's when
make the adjustments as needed.
Yep, and I mean, after that first drive last week, Mitchell was absolutely shut down. Of course, the score doesn't really show it, 48-20, but after that first one, Pier didn't score till late in the fourth for the 2 long touchdown passes, and it wasn't even the starting defense in at that point, to where it's kind of they'd locked and loaded, they had it ready to go after that, and so
yeah, it all comes down to now, how you come back from that, and if you're able to bring it down the field and answer what Douglas should just be able to do.
Yep.
So, and from what I've seen from Pier this year, that seems like they've been able to do that. So we'll see what the number 3 team can do here.
Yeah, I mean, going to be, looks like, I'd assume Rasky, back deep to return. Along with him is number 39 out there. I believe that is, Barack Mosier. Maybe it's not. I can't tell, Troy. Maybe
I
it is
think
39?
it is 39.
Okay.
Yep.
So Mosier and Rasky back deep to return. Oh, thank you. And it looks like Severson, your quarterback for Douglas, is also going to be doing the kicking duties tonight. It's going to be almost an onside squibbish kind of thing.
Picked up and laid on about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to be number 37 for your Governors. That's Gary Nedved just going to fall on that one. Just, make sure Pier gets the ball back to actually start this offensive drive.
You bet. Well, we're going to get our first look at the sophomore quarterback here.
Yep.
Not of the year, but of the night.
Yep. Keenholtz leading these Governors out on the field as he has done all year.
Yep.
Rasky behind him, one of the best backs, in Class AA from what I've heard around the state.
Every time I've seen him, it's not hard to be impressed with what he's been able to do.
But we're going to see a different look. It's just Keenholtz in the backfield alone for this first play. Going to drop back to throw, and
this
he's
is going to be sniffed out immediately by him. Number 31.
81,
or 81, I'm sorry, Bourne.
So, yep, the tight end, fullback, and outside linebacker comes in clean there. Drops Keenholtz for about a 10-yard loss, maybe, no, not quite 10. We'll go 9 maybe. And so now we go back to the more traditional look for your Governors. Keenholtz in the backfield with Rasky. Going to swing it out to him on the side. He's going to pick up about 7 on that little check down pass there. Going to bring up about 3rd and 12 here for your Governors. And so, yeah, Troy, this is kind of odd. Not very often do you see, maybe.
And Rasky makes a nice cut back there, but Douglas kind of stayed home there and was able to make the tackle there. So, nice play by Douglas.
Well, and that's a play if we have better field position. Rasky turns on the Jets, and it's going to be a long chase to try to catch him. But with these conditions, it's not exactly there. So, Keenholtz's pass there, intended for number 17. That's Jack Merquan. Had the inside position there, but Keenholtz's pass goes a little long, so it'll be 4th and 12, we'll call it. And just like this, we're going to see the Douglas offense come right back onto the field.
That comes down to that first play, kind of a trick play there, and Douglas really didn't give in to it. So, nice job by Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, it seems like this weather, not that the weather's affecting them, but definitely the moods. It seems like Pierre's kind of starting with the weather, a little cold at the start here.
Yep.
As we've got Laundry in the field already here. We'll wait for a call.
Yep, looks like it's going to
be a false start.
False start on the Governors.
So now 4th and 12 turns into 4th and 17, and we'll get to redo that kick. Your quarterback, Severson, back to return the punt along with his running back there, Clark, I believe it is, just based on the dirty back that I'm seeing.
Yep. Special teams, games like this, this is where games are won and lost. And I know we're early. The field is still in a lot better shape than we're probably going to see in a while. But he gets a nice end-over-end kick down the field. So
going to be down at the 49-yard line there of your Governor. So really good field position still for the Patriots after that first drive. As Severson's going to bring the troops back out onto the field. But as you said, Troy, we're really still early in this game, not even 4 minutes in yet, 3:57 in. Douglas Patriots already have the ball back on offense and starting their second drive within the first 4 minutes of the game. That's what I'm sure they were thinking they want to get done.
It's probably going to see a lot of the same thing here.
Going to see some motion out. This one goes to Clark up the gut, bounces it to the outside.
Still on his feet.
Oh wow, yeah, I saw one of the linemen go down and thought it was him. So it's going to be we're going to give him 5-yard pickup there. Going to be 2nd and 5 on that run that he just kept the feet churning even in this mud. And so,
yeah, been real, Clark doing a really good job of following in behind he's not rushing it, kind of letting his blocks come in front of him. And then he's able to kind of just squirt out of it there towards the end and kind of be able to escape. So,
you talked earlier, Troy, this Douglas front is extremely big. Clark's not a big guy. He kind of tucks in well, and he can almost, like you say, like Austin Eckler, some of the other backs in the NFL, those smaller builds, they do a great job of just kind of tucking in, not being seen by anybody, and then all of a sudden they break it out and they're heading downfield for a long run.
Yep, and what we've seen from Douglas so far, they got some guys to hide behind.
Yes, they do.
So, yeah, it's good game plan by the Patriots. Looks like we're probably going to.
I think we're going to march it back and let's go from 2nd to 5 to 2nd and 10 based on the false start call there. I missed who it was up front.
So 2nd and 10 from the right on the 50 here. Governor's looking to put a stop to this drive as quick as they can, get that ball back.
So Severson goes under center. No motion here. Another fumble.
Yeah, they're going to call it dead. His knee was down when he picked the ball up.
So it's going to be another loss. But, that's almost just, probably better. As, of course, after the play, you see it. I can't get a number as he's running back to the huddle on the Governor's side, but I don't know how he ended up with it. But he was going the other way, ready to go. Maybe Severson still didn't quite have a hold on it, but Severson was trying to get up there and realize that, hey, I can still make a play out of this. It's how I scored earlier. Let me just get up.
Yep.
But knee on the ground, not going to matter. Going to back him up to about a 3rd and 12.
Yep. Foley was one of them that I seen, kind of in there for Pier Governors coming in. But yeah, it's not going to be a clean game tonight. I think we can expect that. Going to be who can create the least amount, I think. So looks like the Patriots seen something they didn't like, so we're going to go to timeout.
Yep. So we're going to step away. Here's some words from our sponsors. We'll be back in about a short 60 seconds.
Convenience store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the quarter station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The quarter station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the quarter station and the Crossing.
Protection, protection, protection. Keep all of your valuables safe this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes at Grossenberg Implement. These John Deere safes are of superior quality with extremely good fire ratings, tamper resistance, and hey, they look great. Several designs and styles available to match whatever decor you have in your house or shop. See the parts staff at Grossenberg Implement this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brozick joined by Troy Feasterman. Douglas is going to be, we're going to have a false start, so I'm not going to say anything. We're going to be backing it up a little bit more, I believe. So that 3rd and 12.
Scoreboard there, we had a 2nd and 123, so we'll try to pay a little better attention to what's going on here.
I didn't notice that one, Troy. So I think it's going to go to 3rd and about 17, we're going to call it. After that false start call. Of course, if you're just tuning in, Douglas currently up 7-0 here. Took their first offensive drive, and then their quarterback, Severson, kind of tucked one in, went off tackle, and 37 yards later, he found the end zone to make our score what it is. He's going to keep this one himself again, and he's got a horde in front of him, but he's got a long way to go as he's breaking away. He's still on his feet. He's going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line, and that's just tough running, Troy.
That's just absolute the inability to want to give in to that. So
that's the will to fight for that first down. He was dead to right multiple times there, covered up by 4 or 5 Governors at one point, and still rushes through to pick up this first down and keep this Patriots offense on the field.
Yep. A real nice run by Severson there. Had a little bit of block in there, was able to pick up, he was picking up probably about 7 to 10 yards there.
And then decided
kind
to
of
cut
had
it
him
off.
dead to rights there. We thought he was done, and he just refused to go down. So,
So now we're going to see our first almost pistol look here from the Patriots as it's going to be Severson again. And he's just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it as he goes off the right side.
Yep. Goes right into Josh Rouse. Nice tackle there by Rouse.
Yes, it was. And that one not quite as effective as the couple other scampers he's had. Only goes for about 4. We're going to give him, going to go 2nd and 6. As he comes back in from talking to his coach, getting that play call. And Troy, like I said, this defense for the Govs still just seems like they haven't quite thought out yet.
Yep. They were doing what they wanted to do there. They were pushing them back, penalty and drop ball. And then, the big run by Severson kind of puts in the ball.
Another fumble. And we have a penalty flag, too. So we'll see exactly how this one goes. I did see the side judge drop the flag.
Yeah, and what I'm noticing is it seems like every time Severson's going under center, they're having a really tough time with the exchange there. So I wouldn't be surprised if
maybe we see more shotgun looks.
A lot more of the pistol and the shotgun and getting away from that under the center snap.
And we're still going to get a false start on the offense there. Going to back them up. Make it 2nd and 11.
Normally in these kind of conditions, you say, these are just drive-killing penalties, but it seems like,
Well,
up
so
till
far.
now, Douglas is able to go ahead and advance from when they get behind. Severson goes over and gets the play from Coach.
Runs again with 4:45 in the first quarter. It is now as much
So as we break the huddle, Severson, like you said, Troy, we're going to see that pistol look now as we're getting ready to go instead of going under center. And it's going to be Severson.
Just going to follow in.
And Brugman comes along from the weak side there, picks him up, and that one's going to be tackled for little to no gain there. We're going to go 3rd and 10. So, Pierce, we're already seeing those adjustments from them as these tackle plays come along. They're going to bring their backside linebacker and scrape it down.
I think, what I'm seeing at number 57, Holy Rock back there in the backfield, his main job is going to be clear a hole for Severson right now. That seems like that's the spot where Severson's been liking to follow.
This one's going to Clark instead off that left side, right in between that tackle and guard.
Yep.
Not going to be as effective. Still going to be going to be about 4th and 8, we're going to call it. But, now you're sitting at about the 27-yard line-ish. A little long for a high school field goal, depending on who you got, especially in conditions like these.
Yeah, I was going to say, in conditions like this, I say it's probably completely out. And so I would say we're going to see something.
It is 4th down. We know that. 4th down, about 6. And
4th and 6, I don't know what to tell you. We haven't really seen them, open up the passing plays at all yet.
No.
Not something that they really seem like maybe they're going to go to, so we'll see what happens here.
So this one, the snap a little high, but Severson, of course, going to keep it, go off the left side. And, we're still seeing that will to just pick up these first downs.
Yeah, absolutely. Pierre does a good job of catching him in the second run there, but Pierre collapsed that backfield really good on him,
and
he was able to still escape from that. So, but Pierre does enough to get the ball back here and stop him on 4th down.
So after that 4th down, turnover on downs, Pierre's going to take over at about the 21-yard line with 2:57 remaining in this first quarter of play. And Troy, on the way up, we didn't, I guess I won't say you didn't, but I was kind of doubting this Douglas team early, I can say. And, even though I said it would be over quick, I was thinking maybe because it would be Pierre taking over, but I didn't even think the fact that maybe it was just because we're going to see the ball on the ground so much.
Yep.
As McGuire-Raskey bounces off the left side, right around that first down marker here, we'll see the spot.
Yep, going to be real close to that.
I think they're going to give him 11, and we're going to move the chains.
Finally brought down by Grady Olson. So first down, Governors. That's something that I'm sure they're feeling real good about having now. So.
Yeah, especially after your first drive. You went backwards for most of it, get that first down right out of the way, and call it good.
1st and 10 from their 33 for Pier.
This one going right back to Raskey, and he's going to,
bounces off a tackle there, and
he's going to be tackled a little short of the first down marker, but we're going to give him 7. Going to call it 2nd and 3.
Yep.
Troy,
Grady Olson's able to chase him down
again.
close.
I was going to say we were giving Severson a lot of credit tonight for having that will to just fight through tackles. Another guy you're going to see do it tonight is going to be Raskey on these carries.
Absolutely.
Very hard to bring down.
All year. Yep.
17 yards on his first 2 carries of this game. Didn't touch it until this second possession.
And that went straight through Keenholt's hands, and he's going to do the smart play, just fall on it. But, with that, all of a sudden we're right back at the 20-yard line where we started the drive initially. So it's going to be about straight away, and we're making progress here for these Govs, and now we're back to 3rd and about 20 now.
Yep. Yeah, and we're going to talk about it all night because that's what's going on here. But this is going to happen to both teams. It's going to be incredibly tough to handle the ball. Not only quarterback, running back scenarios, the center who has to touch it every play. It's incredibly tough conditions. So
3rd and 20, they're going to swing it out to Raskey, see what he can do to pick up this first down.
Yep.
And, he does a pretty good job of trying to bring that defense on, keep his feet under him, but that catch really doesn't go anywhere. Going to give him maybe a yard there.
Yep, Uptick did a great job. Open field tackle there, number 7 from the Patriots. You know, when you're in that kind of position, that's basically what you're, you know, the screenplay, and just see what you can get.
Yep.
Rasky in an open field,
yeah.
see what he can make happen.
Give your athlete the ball in
Yep.
space, and especially with weather conditions like we're having, make him see if he can make some of these guys slip and fall and maybe make some magic happen.
Yep.
So
We've seen what those missed tackles create.
Yep. As Keenholt's punt gets away. This one's going to be down about almost the first, like the same spot as we saw that first one. A little bit further, going to be the 45-yard line for Douglas. And they're going to be taking over on downs here. As with 33 seconds remaining here in this first quarter of play now, Douglas still holding on, 7-0 lead early.
Yeah, I'm guessing Douglas would sure like to be able to move the ball down another time here, and you know, we've been around at the one game that I was here with you. You know, we've seen Pierre in different scenarios like this, like you talked, and they're a fighting team. You know,
yeah.
They're not going down easy. So if you're Douglas, you want to try to punch him in the mouth as hard as you can while you got him there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like saying if you're boxing Mike Tyson, you're not gonna hit him once and call it good. You're gonna be sitting there, you know, swinging as much as you can. As Clark's gonna get this carry, goes up the right side. We're going to give him, well, based on the near side official, we're going to give him 3 yards. Going to call it 2nd and 7. Looks like that far side official maybe a little further ahead. I don't know. So I think that's going to do it for this first quarter of play. We'll see. Nope. I think we are going to step away, Troy. I think that's going to be their first quarter. Currently, the Douglas Patriots, leading your hometown Govs 7-0 as we break away for 60 seconds and hear a word from our sponsors. Thanks for watching.
What is it you look for in your next used vehicle? Who owned this car last? Has it ever been in a wreck? I wonder if they took care of it. Well, here at Harry K, we're going to give you a little peace of mind. Introducing the Harry K Certified Used Cars. All of our certified vehicles will come with copy of the repair order, a Carfax, 200-point inspection, 3 years of oil changes, and get this, 1 full year of bumper-to-bumper coverage. Yep, 1 full year. Now that's peace of mind. Those other guys don't do that. Harry K. Ford, family, friends, and Fords. Always in that order. What is it?
The South Dakota Army National Guard helps you get an education and prepares you for life. Joining the South Dakota Army National Guard gives you more than just pride that comes from serving your country. You can earn benefits that help pay for your education and expenses, and you can complete your education while you serve. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers many programs for every type of student, whether you're still in high school, attending college, or working toward a vocational certification. For more information, visit our Facebook and Instagram pages or at nationalguard.com/SD. The South.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you need.
Welcome back to the winter wonderland we have going on here at Hollister Field in Pier, South Dakota. This is Caleb Brozick, joined by Troy and Max Feasterman, bringing you coverage of the Pier Governors on GoGovs Live. Currently, Douglas Patriots leading this one 7-0 as we see Clark breaking a pitch off the right side. Going to pick up about 8 and be enough to move the first. Well, maybe not. Nope. As I say that, the near side official comes back, so it's going to be a little short. We're going to give him 7 then.
You know, and we're looking in the backfield there, and number 87 is leading the blocks a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
That's not anybody that we have on our.
Well, I wonder if someone forgot their jersey there, Troy, because
So what I had Devin Bourne, number 81, that had been kind of playing fullback, and at 6 foot, 170.
Whoever's back there,
I don't think that's matching up for us. So,
no, whoever.
So I apologize, whoever the lead blocker is back there. He's wearing 87 tonight, doing a really good job.
Well, I suppose if he is a lineman, technically you do have to have, I believe, a certain number, at least, high school football, to where he probably had to switch numbers there. Is Clark's going to break that? Oh, no, not Clark. That's Severson. Going to keep that one off the left side. Going to pick up about 5, maybe. Yeah, we're going to give him 5. We're going to go 2nd and 5 here. And Troy, we talked during the break, and I think I mean, I agreed with you then. I'll make sure the people at home watching can listen too. Right now, the Governors are just having a tough time moving those big bodies of the Patriots up front. That, I mean, they're, like you said, 270 up front during the pregame. That's a lot of weight.
And trying to get a push on a slick field,
it's not very easy.
No, it's not easy. So, Douglas's game plan right now is right.
This one is Clark off the right side. And he's going to be out around the first down marker. We're going to have to wait again to see what the officials say for a spot. For now, I'm giving him 4. I think he's a little short. They're going to give him 2 even, I think. We're going to go 3rd and 3.
Tonight it's not so easy. Clark gets given a couple. Third down at about 3 for Douglas.
And Troy, that's, I think, the first time I've actually seen it. Douglas asked for a new ball there to come in. They said,
did they?
Yep. They swapped it out. They said, we want something else here.
Yep. And I'm guessing, there's so many balls brought, and they're going to use them as hard as they can.
I guarantee. I mean, I remember in high school we had 5 or 6 balls, and I can think of one game that we played that we definitely used all 5 or 6 balls that we had.
Absolutely.
And this is definitely one of those nights that you'll do that. Is Severson goes under center. This one's going to Clark, left side. Going to tuck in behind, try to pick it up.
It's going to be real close here.
It's going to come to a spot.
Yep. The line judge kind of coming in there, kind of
looks about a half a yard short, Troy, from my eye. Granted, I've seen it from an angle.
4th down they're calling, so.
And you know what? Apparently my eye is pretty good based on where the stick's at, too. I'd say 4th and about a half a yard, even though we'll call it 1.
Yep, we'll call her 1. Where they're at on the field, I mean, there's no doubt that Douglas is going for it here.
No, and I mean, we saw earlier they were even deeper in the Gov's territory, and they still were reluctant to go for it there. I think we're going to see a timeout. Yep. I don't know who called it, but we're going to step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Thank you for watching and listening.
Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a brighter tomorrow.
This is Jason with Dakota Carpet Restoration. Leave the cleaning to me. Don't cry over spilt milk, Kool-Aid, or whatever it is. I can help make your carpet look new again. Your carpet should be professionally cleaned every 12 to 18 months. If your house is underwater, no problem. Call us right away. Even if it's 3 in the morning, we'll take care of the water damage before mold sets in. Dakota Carpet Restoration, based in Platte, South Dakota. 605-481-8709. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
Welcome back to the Winter Wonderland at Hollister Field tonight in Pier, South Dakota. This is Caleb Rosick, joined by Troy and Russell Feasterman. As we were stepping away for that break, they did bring the chains out, measured it, and it was by about 2 or 3 chain lengths is about all.
Yeah, I was going to say half a yard is a long ways.
Yeah.
So it's, right here, the thing that I'm probably be the most nervous if I'm Douglas right now is the snap has not been real successful being underneath.
Yep.
He's able to handle that, and just going to be a big push here. And
I think we're going to give it to him.
I mean, there was definitely a push forward. The mark is where it's going to come down to here, Caleb. So.
And Troy, that's another situation where it really helps to have that 270 average across that front 5 to where they can get that push for that half a yard as they're going to move the chains forward.
And I had number 73 Shane Wright listed as the center, the 6 foot 300-pound senior there. They're kind of getting balled up in there. I hope that we're calling the right names for Douglas, but.
So we're going to say 33-yard line here for the Douglas Patriots.
You bet. 1st and 10.
And you know what? Oddly enough, the Patriots are still going to stick under center here.
Yep, still going under center.
And, on a 1st down and 10, it looks like you're going almost a quarter. That almost looked like the play that we saw the touchdown from Severson on. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was designed. Maybe they saw something this week in in your film session that maybe Pierre likes to leave that gap there, because right away Severson looked left, kind of right off tackle, like he wanted to go there, realized it wasn't there, and turned it up for what he could get. And we're going to give him 2. It's 2nd and 8.
Yep, 2nd and 8 here. And I think you're right, and these coaches all do a good job watching film, and sometimes we look at plays that don't make a lot of sense to us, but they've seen something during the week that they like, and that's what they're going to go with.
Well, yeah, like I said, Troy, that one was almost carbon copy beside the results of the touchdown, so I would say at this point that must have been something they saw. And I think we're seeing a delay of game. I saw the back judge there giving the countdown.
Yep, that's what it's going to be.
So we're instead of 2nd and 8, we're looking at 2nd and 13 now after this delay game penalty.
Yeah, definitely something you don't want to see. Douglas going to, I'm sure, work a lot harder on getting that play in quicker now at this point. So.
Yeah, because we've seen, I mean, they've been behind the chains a couple times tonight, but it's definitely not where you ever want to be, even though they've had some fortunate luck in picking it up.
Yep. So we'll see what the front guys up here, they're getting a workout today. See what they can come up here on a stop.
Back from that center, or the shotgun look. This one's going back to Severson, and that's number 21 for your
nice backup.
Josh Rouse.
Yep.
Really,
Josh Rouse read it the whole way.
Oh, yeah. Shot the gap.
Come flying through there and shot the gap, like you said. And here we are again with the Patriots. We got it to the right side of the field here, and now we're going to be looking at a long 3rd down for the Patriots.
So new ball. I'll try to mention as much as I can coming in. We do have another new ball coming in for the Patriots. Maybe that's going to be the difference to where maybe this time they're going to drop back and throw us there about 3rd and 13, maybe 12. We're going to get an offsides call, I believe.
Trying to get a couple of those back there.
Well, yeah, best way to pick up penalty yards is to make the other guys jump, Troy. So this 3rd and 12 is going to go to about a 3rd and 7, maybe a 3rd and 8. I'm going to go 8, actually, Troy.
Yep, so they shortened it up, and that's going to help out a bunch. And,
yeah, so now from the 31-yard line here of your Governors, the Patriots are going to be stepping up for this 3rd and 8. Going back under center, Severson is. This one's going to be an end around, I think. Yes, sir. This is number 6.
DeWitt's going to first carry of the game for DeWitt. So Jersey looked nice and clean before that. Now he's a part of the game too.
Yep.
So
4th, and we'll give him a couple yards. We're going to go 4th and 5 here, it looks like, and we're going to call it about the 29-yard line. Clock, of course, still running as we're about halfway through this first half of play already. This game flying by us, of course. Makes a difference when everything's on the ground and just pounding downhill.
Yep. Well, and up till this series or these last 2-3 plays here, a fairly clean game. Not a lot of penalties, and a lot of running. Not many incomplete passes to stop the clock. So yeah, the clock gonna run pretty quick here.
And I think we're gonna see another timeout here from the Patriots. I think we're gonna step away, Troy, for another 60-second break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsors. Come back after that, and I would like to thank everybody out there for watching and listening to Go Govs Live.
If you have seen our lot at Harry K, then you know we're having a record month. We are in need of vehicles, and a lot of them. That's right, we won't send you those mailers to confuse you. We'll just ask you to bring your vehicle in to have us look at it. No games, no gimmicks, just good old-fashioned honesty. Shop us first, shop us last. Either way, come see Harry K. Family, friends, and Fords. In that order.
Welcome back again to the Winter Wonderland here at Hollister Field in Pier, South Dakota. This is Caleb Brosick, joined by Troy and Russell Feasterman, bringing you coverage of Go Govs Live, Governor football.
Big 4th down here for the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, this is right at 6 minutes left here in the half. You've been able to drive the ball, take a lot of time off, 6 minutes or so off the clock. You'd sure like to continue this drive. Of course, at the end, there's always that you want to be able to put the points on the board, especially against a good Governor team that you're playing. So I'm sure Coach Majeski's trying to come up with something fancy here to try to pick up the and I'm sure that's the conversation went on. Let's get this first down here. So
to recap, those of you just tuning in before we do get this 4th down play, your quarterback for the Patriots, Mr. Severson, scores a 37-yard touchdown scamper, our lone scorer of the game so far. This one going to be a pass. Severson's rolling right, looking for anybody. Had the lineman, fullback, whatever, number 87 was there. But
Rouse with the huge pressure there, just absolutely taking away the timing or anything that could happen. Great defensive stand there by the Governors.
Yes,
there.
It was. And so your Governors now will end up with that turnover on down, starting their drive at about the 28-yard line. And this is a drive, Troy, I'm sure these Govs are really looking to, even the score and really punch this one in with 5:53 remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing for the Governors. We were just talking for Douglas. They need they need to get something going here for the half here. So.
And that one's going to go off the right side, bottom of your video player, for about 6, maybe 7 yards. And I can tell you, Troy, Rasky, normally the fastest guy in the field when I'm looking around. Tonight, it seems like he's a little more hesitant with his footwork because of this, sloppy conditions. And Clark absolutely ran him down, and I think based on that, he might be the fastest person on his field tonight.
Yeah, straight line runs are going to be way more effective tonight. Hard cuts, things like that. The things that Rasky is so used to being able to do, or they're just not going to be available today.
Yep.
Going to have another stoppage of play by the officials here. Offsides.
Offsides on Douglas Patriots. They're going to move it. I think this is going to be a first down. Yes, it will. So now your Governors are going to be at about the 39-yard line they're giving them. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for them. 5:47 remaining in this first half of play. Lincoln Keenholt's in this shotgun look. Rasky right next to him. Going to go to Rasky, off tackle. He tucks it upfield, and, that's the first time we've really seen the Pier Governors offensive line really getting involved in pushing a play forward, Troy.
Yep, absolutely, and that's more of what we're used to seeing from this team. So,
and maybe now we'll actually get to. We've seen it a couple carries. Rasky's had, McGuire's had. I think his first two carries, he had 17 yards. And that's going to be the kind of night it takes. You're just going to take 5, 6, 7 yards a carry as Rasky dancing around in the backfield, tucks back in, breaks through, and still on his feet. Going to be tackled at the Patriot 38-yard line here. And it took 3 of the Patriots there in that secondary to bring him down. Like we said, he's going to be one of those guys that is going to fight hard for extra yards.
Yep, absolutely.
And
kind of stalled a little bit, let the blocks create themselves, and then be able to fall in behind them.
McGuire's going to get the ball here again off the left side. Going to hit about the 33-yard line, we're going to call it. Going to be a pickup of about 4, maybe 5 yards. We're going to give him 5 yards. And, Troy, I did watch that time we see another more traditional Pier look, hurry-up offense, and that play was snapped before the chains were set.
Yep.
Yes, it's Douglas, 4:44 left in the first half. The Governors.
And that's definitely an offsides call there, Troy. So
didn't see much movement out of the Govs there.
Nope.
So, again, on 2nd and 5.
Well, I guess we'll get to see how accurate we are.
We'll see how accurate we were, but
it looks like it must have been
just a
2nd and 6, so we're going to go. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Yep.
2nd down and 6 into 2nd down and 1. So 2 penalties have helped.
But Troy, we've picked up now at this point, 40 yards here for this Gov offense, and we've done it in just about a minute. So this is something we're used to more seeing.
Yep, minute and a half of play there, and exactly.
Steele is the offensive coordinator, which he was at Dakota State for 2 seasons before.
So, see what Gov's coach comes up with here.
Going to be a pitch out to Rasky off the left side, and he gets met on the outside, and I don't think that one went for much, Troy.
Yep, looked like Severson was the one that was able to come up and make that, read it out real well, made a good play on it. So we're going to probably stay right close to the same, 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, I don't think that one went really anywhere forward or backwards, so I think we're going to stick with 3rd and 1, Troy.
No gain there to the 29-yard line of Douglas, right where they were before, but 3rd down and a yard.
So, we'll see what the Govs can come up with this one.
Yeah, taking a little bit more time to get set here.
Yeah, taking a little bit more time, so they kind of went away from the inside play there on that one. See if they kind of decide maybe to go back inside and follow those blockers.
This one is going to go to Rasky right up the middle again, and he bounces left, bouncing all the way outside. Hits the sideline, still on his feet, going to be tackled down at about the 11-yard line. Going to move the chains again for the Govs and keep this drive alive.
So, right there, you know, we were talking earlier about the straight hard front runs are going to be more effective. Rasky's able to find some footing, make a nice, not a real sharp cut, but a nice cut.
A smooth enough cut.
Yep, nice smooth cut, and able to get to the outside there and open things up.
So, excuse me, this one not tackled at the 11. Going to be about the 15, 16-yard line. Going right back to Rasky, though, right up the gut.
Just pulling tacklers with him. Keeps him feet going. Maybe that extra weight when guys are on him are helping him dig in a little deeper and get better traction there. So nice pickup of 5 there.
Yeah, going to be about a pickup of 5 down to about the 9, 10-yard line here. So 2nd and 5 for your Govs. Rasty again bounces it left, and he's got an open lane. Going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Govs. So now all of a sudden, pending this PAT attempt here, we're going to have a tie game, Troy, and this is pretty much what you wanted to see if you're the Govs offense.
This is exactly what the doctor ordered for Pier here. They needed to get something kind of accomplished there before the end of the half, and Rasky, again, a nice smooth cut, not a big cut, but a smooth cut. Pierre's offensive line opened up a big hole there for him. Nice job by Pier there.
So Keenholz is going to be the holder here. This is number 11, I believe 11, correct, Troy?
Yes.
Okay. It was Karsten Miller here. Of course, the kicker for your Govs going to come in. Going to be low and actually hit the crossbar.
Hit the bottom of the crossbar, yep.
So no good. Your Governors are still going to be trailing by 1. Current score 7-6. The Douglas Patriots are leading. We're going to step away for about 30 seconds. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor and be back after that. Thank you for watching and listening.
The best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Hollister Field in Pier, South Dakota. This is Caleb Rozick, joined by the Feastermans, bringing you coverage of Governor football here on GoGovsLive.com. If you're just joining us, Pier had just punched in their first touchdown of the game. PAT attempt goes off the crossbar, and Patriots is still leading by 1 by that score, 7-6. As you see at the bottom of your video player, with 3:28, we're going to see a kickoff remaining in the half. We will see this kickoff coming from Pier. And so, Troy, we talked, of course, if you're the Govs, you wanted to score that last drive. Now, if you're the Patriots, I'm sure you're thinking, we got to get this lead and extend it back a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, 3:28, normally a lot of time with the running. I think the Patriots are down to one timeout.
Yep.
So, there's going to be a little bit of urgency here, I think.
Oh,
and Les Clark breaks open.
Still on his feet. That's DeWitt there.
Oh, I apologize. That is DeWitt. I said Clark.
Oh,
what a run.
I didn't even notice. No, DeWitt. And DeWitt ran through a couple of those tacklers like they were almost just, snow piles.
Yep. And if you're the Patriots, that is exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, long kickoff return. Saves a lot of your time. So now with 3:19 remaining, you're sitting at the 45-yard line of the Governors, thinking we've got plenty of time now, even with one timeout to punch this one in.
Yep. Gov's going to have to dig in here deep here and play some good, hard football here.
And, we did see that the last drive. They definitely did step up that game. This one's going to Clark up the gut.
Stuff pretty quickly there, maybe a gain of 2 maybe.
I think about 2 is about the right call, Troy. I think it's going to be 2nd and 8. They're going to be tackled there at about the 41-yard line.
Yep. And Pierre doing a good job, like I said, those front guys are having to work their tail off. A lot of meat there to push, and they're starting to, maybe the athleticism is starting to show up just a little bit here. They're doing a real nice job getting a push.
And I think, that's one of those things, maybe it just took them about a half to feel it out to kind of get used to pushing that weight around. And I think now we're looking a lot better on the defensive front for your Govs.
Ball on the ground again.
And that one, Severson again, just, like you said, Troy, earlier, when we go under center, the Patriots are having troubles with snaps. And
yeah, I'd say we've probably seen this, real close to 5 times here, and all of them have been under the center there. So, I'm sure that's something that the Patriots are going to look at halftime and decide if that's, something they're going to completely go away from.
If that is a formation they're going to need going forward or not, because, you don't want to put the ball on the ground like that.
Yep, probably looking at about 3rd and 12 now. So.
I think you're a little crazy, Troy, looking down.
Oh,
I think it's
I
3rd and 8.
apologize. Yep, I'm looking at the wrong sides there.
You're okay.
I apologize.
This one's going to be a pitch out to Clark. He's got the corner. Man in front of him. That's DeWitt with a huge block. Down the sideline. Clark at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. So just like that, the Patriots. Oh, flag is on the ground. Excuse me. I think this one's going to come back. It's in that vicinity where DeWitt threw that block. And I don't know. I thought it was clean, Troy. I guess I didn't see. Maybe I saw it wrong.
Yep, we'll see what they come up with here. Yep, there. It looks like they're pointing towards Douglas here. So
I'd assume block in the back. I mean, just based on territory, maybe a hold.
Yeah,
I
hold
suppose.
or a block in the back. Yep, they're going to do the hold.
And so with that, of course, that goes spot of the. Oh, there's another hold. I guess true. I didn't realize there's another flag down
I was
here.
going to say that we had one in the backfield here too on the very first. Yep.
So that makes more sense. So I'm sure that's the one they're going to want to take it from and back him up. So this 3rd and 8 now is going to turn into about a 3rd and 21.
So block in the back downfield, it looked like.
Okay.
Hold in the backfield.
Okay.
When it opened. So Pierre going to go ahead and accept the hold.
Yep.
Spot foul from the backfield there, and
Like
we're
third
going
and
to wipe
21.
out a 40-plus yard run.
Yeah.
So
now back into the shotgun. The Patriots come after getting that touchdown wiped off the board. This one, it's going to be Severson on the keeper. Finds another lane, but not a lot going there. Going to be tackled right around midfield. And so with 1:44 remaining, it's going to be 4th and about 15, and that just proves how tough that penalty really was, Troy.
Yeah, no, that's a drive killer and
not even that's
a touchdown killer
yeah.
too. Yeah, score killer. So and
I guess we're seeing a timeout here. I'd assume by Pier. We're going to step away with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds after a word from our sponsors. Thank you for watching, listening to Go Govs Live.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Rosick again, joined by Troy and Russell Fiesterman, bringing you coverage here of Governor football on GoGovsLive.com. If you're just joining us, touchdown gets wiped off the board from Douglas. Going to be moving them back, and now we're in pump formation after a third down went short. Going to be kind of a rugby kick there.
I was going to say the old rugby style.
And that's a hell of a kick. Going to be downed and go out, I think, right about the 20-yard line. And so now with 1:37 remaining here in this half, Troy, now the Governors with, I believe, one timeout themselves, are going to have to go about 80 yards to score here if they want to take the lead before halftime.
Yeah, and that I'm sure that that's exactly what they're wanting to do. So we'll see. They had pretty good success last time with those outside pitches, and
actually even just right up the nose, give Rasky a chance, a lane to find.
Yep, and he was able to make a couple cuts and make some big plays there.
But instead, Troy, we're going to see Keenholtz alone in a spread offense here. Looking to the bottom of your video player, has a man on a. Oh, he's got him beat. Rasky had. Keenholtz is going to keep it himself and break the tackle and hit the sideline. Going to be up right around the 45-yard line. Oh. We're going to even get a late hit. I think that one's kind of questionable, Troy. I mean, it's granted, I understand sideline's there, but it's kind of tough to see. I think that one.
Yeah, and I know it's all about safety. I understand 100%. that sideline, I mean, if you look down and you see our point of view here, those sidelines are incredibly tough to see tonight. I don't think it was ill intentions at all on that hit, and it's going to get called most of the time.
I think they're still talking about it. I think they're trying to say maybe not. Well, maybe not.
It looks like they're going to march it off there.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Keenholz though, Rasky there had an out and up and had his man beat. Couldn't do it quick enough to where Keenholz decided to tuck it himself, and then that corner who was burnt decides to turn around, missed the number, tries arm tackling Keenholz and couldn't do it, and causes this whole big run to go. And so just like that, in one play, your Governors are going to be up at the 40-yard line in Patriot territory with 1:28 to go now in this first half of play.
Yep, Huber, I think is how you pronounce the name over here. He had fell, tried to scramble to get back up as they were coming around the corner there, and incredibly tough play to try to make on somebody, like that. So two of them, I think it was either number 5 or number 6. It might have been DeWitt that was in the backfield, and then so 2 players on the ground trying to catch. Going to see a lot of it. That's just the way this game's going to be.
It's a muck bowl. I'm sure maybe later in the night we might see it harden up enough for us to where maybe we get some of these guys with a little better traction, but I don't expect it to do much better. We got, I believe Douglas called their last time out, Troy. I think we're going to stick here.
That's good. Yep, we got a minute 28 left here in the half, and we know that Pierre. We'll kind of see what direction they go to. We've been able to see him during the year with success in the past, and tonight, I don't know if that's tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, I think tonight's going to be a challenge for anybody who wants to do that around the state even.
Absolutely. So, and if you're Douglas, hunker down, try to stop that outside, and I know we talked about, going to the inside all the time with Rasky, and then him being able to make those cuts, and he's done a nice job with those. But ultimately, the outside containment has been caving in and allowing that outside, so I'm sure there's a lot of talk going on about that. But 1st and 10, minute 28 left, and Pier off to, they've cut the distance in about half of what they needed to get in there. So
that was a one-play, 40-yard play.
Yep.
So Keenholz going to be in the pistol here with Rasky behind him. I'd assume this one's probably going to go to Rasky then. But it's going to be a pass and almost a screen play out to him. He's got space, and he's going to dance across the field, and that's a great tackle by Clark in the open field.
Yeah. Everybody else is following, kind of doing, and Clark just runs right up on him and catches him very quick, So a very nice play there by number 2, Clark.
So, that one all of a sudden after that screenplay going to move back about 3 yards, going to cause 2nd and 13 here for your Governors with now just under a minute to play in this first half of play. Patriots kind of sink back and ready. Keenholz goes over the middle, has a man wide open. Oh, and that's dropped. I believe that's 12. I do know the name.
Bullwig.
Thank you.
Yep, Bullwig. And again, a catch that he makes every night.
Oh, yeah.
This year. And just an incredibly tough scenario. Just a tough deal there.
I'm sure his hands are probably a little numb from being in the mud all night.
Yep.
So now we're going to see the empty look here with Keenholz alone, 2 tight ends on each side, and then trips at the bottom of your screen. This one's going to Rasky on the outside, and Clark
just
goes high.
It in. Goes pretty high, but closes in very quick there.
Yeah, and you see Rasky at the bottom of your video player there, kind of frustrated with the balls he's getting from Keenholz here, I think. Kind of looked at him like, what the heck are we, what's going on here? The incomplete pass is going to make it 4th and 13 with about 44 seconds remaining here in this first half of play.
So 4th down here, I'm guessing Pierre's probably
I think you're going for it here.
Oh, absolutely going for it, yep.
Keenholz is going to be alone. We're going to see the spread look again, Troy. He's going to just huck it up to the left side. He's got a man, and that's going to be pass interference.
Yep.
100%.
Yep. Absolutely. 0 attempt to turn back at the ball there, and going to get called every time.
And just ran straight through the white. Yeah.
No chance at that play being completed, I don't think. But you have to make an effort.
The nice thing about that play, though, versus high school, and I like to remind everybody every time it happens, pass interference, high school football, not like the pros, not like college football. It's not a spot foul. This one's only going to be 15 yards that they're going to march up forward.
Yep, but enough for the first down.
Yep, it will be a first down, but it's not like, you're going to see the Governors taking the ball here inside the 10-yard line.
And even college is 15.
Is it? Oh,
yeah, yep. NFL is the only ones that let them have the ball down where it happens. So, a break there for the Governors. Nice play call. I mean, that's exactly what they were looking for there, trying to catch somebody on a defensive pass interference.
And so in this first down, we're going to see a pass looking left side. Merkwan there, going to be tackled.
Nice play, yep.
And that's probably the best ball we've seen from Keenholz all day right there.
Absolutely. And Olsen from the Patriots.
And good coverage.
Great coverage there, yep. Just a well-put ball and a nice catch there.
So now with 30 seconds remaining here in this first half, your Governors are inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line. Is this one going to Rasky up the gut, bouncing around, looking for a spot to go, still on his feet, and he's going to find his way into the end zone, I believe, waiting for the call. It is a touchdown. McGuire Rasky with his second on the night, going to make this one, as of currently, 12-7. Your Governors are leading, pending this PAT, maybe even a 2-point attempt here after that first kick. We'll see.
Yep, absolute perfect drive there for the Pier Governors, exactly what they wanted. They had Rasky stopped all right and just
kept his feet turning.
Kept his feet turning and was able to find just a small spot there to slip in. So
going for 2 to try to make this a 7-point game here. Your Govs are going to go pitch to the right side to Rasky. DeWitt tried shooting the gap, couldn't get there. We're going to see it. Rasky gets in, so it will be a 2-point conversion there.
Yeah, Dorsey was the one that shot the gap there, number 4.
Oh, excuse me, I thought I saw 6.
Just shot that gap hard and just came right past Rasky there.
Yep. So it'll make it 14-7 now. Your Governors are finally ahead, take their first lead of the night with 18 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
Yep, and it all comes back to that huge pass interference call. I mean, that was kept the drive alive for them, and it was the right play call there. Go as deep as you can, try to catch somebody off, and that's what they did.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you got to just think, go long. Maybe if we catch it, we catch it. If not, we'd look for a pass interference call, and
absolutely,
if it drops, we're not really hurt.
Yep. So, if you're Douglas, I mean, exactly what you did not want to see happen.
It has happened.
It has happened, but no reason to keep,
no,
don't get your heads down. These guys are playing really tough football right now.
You played it almost, I mean, besides that drive, and you played almost a perfect first half of football.
Again, and we talked about it in pregame there, this team, they took Yankton a run for the first half there. So big thing's going to be keep their heads up going into halftime, make the adjustments that they need to make,
and keep playing at this level.
Yep, there's no reason to have your head down right now. So, and Pierre, they're going to go in and they're going to try to figure out how to jump on this team. Yep, what they got to do, to make corrections they need to make.
Going to be a squib kick here. Going to go a little short. That's going to be down. 31 there. That's Logan Huber.
Yep. Went down to a knee to pick her up.
Oddly enough, and then thought he was going to be able to get up and run with it. Not, the NFL where you can go down to a knee and then decide to keep going.
You bet. So 17 seconds left here. This side of the field, I
think we see the ball just get ran out.
I don't think we're going to see any play here. So.
They're not exactly a go-deep type of team anyway, but they may have to be here.
We were talking earlier, Caleb, about 87 in the backfield. Looks like it's 64 on the helmet, which would lead us to believe that is Jason Majeski back in the backfield there, I'm pretty sure.
Makes sense. And so Clark going to be the one carry there off the right side. Going to go for about maybe 2 or 3. I didn't get the exact spot, but it will bring us to the end of the first half. We'll recap scoring real quick, and then we'll go hear a word from our sponsors. Scoring started early, or don't even remember, I think with 9:07 remaining in this first quarter of play. That was as David Severson going to bounce off the left side, scamper for 37 yards and score a touchdown. Then midway through the second quarter of play, McGuire Rasky finds the end zone for the Governors on about a 6-yard carry, I believe, maybe a little bit longer. Inside the 10, I do remember. For that first touchdown, makes it 7-6. The PAT attempt goes off the crossbar, make it 7-6, or kept it at 7-6. Then we get back. Douglas starts a drive, gets a touchdown called back with a holding call, and then ends up having to punt the ball down to about the 20-yard line of Pier. Pier takes the ball there, and Lincoln Kienholz scrambles the next play, finds a lane, goes up the sideline, gets tackled out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, but was tackled late, pushed that one forward with 15 yards. Later on in that same drive, you saw on about a 4th and 15, I think it, 4th and 12, anywhere from 4th
13,
and 10.
I think.
Okay,
Yep,
4th and 13.
Right around that area somewhere, long 4th down.
Yep, we saw a streak go up the right sideline. Kienholz just kind of threw it up and was hoping his guy could get it. I believe it was Merkwan underneath of it. You know, kind of reading the ball is going to be short, tries to come back to it and just gets ran over by the corner. That pass interference call moves it way downfield. Next play, we see Kienholz with a great route connection with Merkwan. Gets him inside the 7. That one's punched in again by McGuire-Raskey. Brings our score with the 2-point conversion attempt. That was good to 14-7. And that's where we're going to be sitting at halftime when we come back after hearing a couple words from our sponsors. Thank you for watching and listening to GoGov's live coverage of Governors football.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Protection, protection, protection. Keep all of your valuables safe this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes at Grossenberg Implement. These John Deere safes are of superior quality with extremely good fire ratings, tamper resistance, and hey, they look great. Several designs and styles available to match whatever decor you have in your house or shop. See the parts staff at Grossenberg Implement this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes.
What is it you look for in your next used vehicle? Who owned this car last? Has it ever been in a wreck? I wonder if they took care of it. Well, here at Harry K, we're going to give you a little peace of mind. Introducing the Harry K Certified Used Cars. All of our certified vehicles will come with a copy of the repair order, a Carfax, 200-point inspection, 3 years of oil changes, and get this, 1 full year of bumper-to-bumper coverage. Yep, 1 full year. Now that's peace of mind. Those other guys don't do that. Harry K. Ford. Family, friends, and Fords. Always in that order. What is it you...
The South Dakota Army National Guard helps you get an education and prepares you for life. Joining the South Dakota Army National Guard gives you more than just pride that comes from serving your country. You can earn benefits that help pay for your education and expenses, and you can complete your education while you serve. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers many programs for every type of student, whether you're still in high school, attending college, or working toward a vocational certification. For more information, visit our Facebook and Instagram pages or at nationalguard.com/SD.
The South. Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a brighter tomorrow.
This is Jason with Dakota Carpet Restoration. Leave the cleaning to me. Don't cry over spilt milk, Kool-Aid, or whatever it is. I can help make your carpet look new again. Your carpet should be professionally cleaned every 12 to 18 months. If your house is underwater, no problem. Call us right away. Even if it's 3 in the morning, we'll take care of the water damage before mold sets in. Dakota Carpet Restoration, based in Platte, South Dakota. 605-481-8709. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
If you have seen our lot at Harry K, then you know we're having a record month. We are in need of vehicles, and a lot of them. That's right, we won't send you those mailers to confuse you. We'll just ask you to bring your vehicle in to have us look at it. No games, no gimmicks, just good old-fashioned honesty. Shop us first, shop us last. Either way, come see Harry K. Family, friends, and Fords, in that order.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Protection, protection, protection. Keep all of your valuables safe this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes at Grossenberg Implement. These John Deere safes are of superior quality with extremely good fire ratings, tamper resistance, and hey, they look great. Several designs and styles available to match whatever decor you have in your house or shop. See the parts staff at Grossenberg Implement this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes.
Welcome back to the winter wonderland that we have here at Hollister Field. Of course, the snow kind of quit falling down. Field's probably more muddy than a winter wonderland anymore. But we're about to start our second half of action. As you see at the bottom of your video play, it's currently 14-7. Your Govs are leading this one with about a minute remaining in this halftime. Just to recap the scoring, it started off with a 37-yard scamper there. That was from Severson of Douglas, taking the early 7-0 lead after the PAT attempt was good. And then about midway through the second quarter, McGuire-Raskey finds the end zone to put Pier on the board. That PAT goes out the crossbar, made it 7-6 at that point. And then late in this first half of action, McGuire-Raskey finds the end zone for a second time tonight. I believe, me and Brian talked about this last week, Troy. The dude finds the end zone quite often during these games a lot. And, I mean, we both talked about, games. He said the week he had to cover up here, or the couple of the weeks he's covered up here, he can think of a couple that, of course, McGuire had 5 touchdown games. I'm pretty sure that West Central game, of course, that's another multiple touchdown game for him, where he finds the end zone quite often for these Governors. But tonight, just him alone, the only one finding it, going to take this 14-0 lead into our 14-7 lead, as we break for halftime. And I believe the Pier Governors will receive this second half kickoff here. Troy, anything you want to throw some input into?
I think we're going to just see a lot more Ratsky in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed they found a spot there that worked really well there towards the end of the second quarter there. Like we were saying, the plays were led up the middle. Raskey able to make the we don't want to call them sharp cuts tonight.
No,
we've talked about that.
Definitely not sharp,
but making good cuts, good soft cuts that have able to get him to the outside and been, he's been really productive. Lincoln Keenholtz, their quarterback, sophomore quarterback, had a really big play there towards halftime there to move the ball and throwing the ball. Kid's got a hell of an arm.
Yeah.
And that showed there towards the end of the half when they were able to pick up that pass interference and keep that drive going, which ended up being the difference in that first half score there.
So yeah, and not only that penalty, but then of course, like we talked as we broke away before halftime, the penalty, the holding, and the block in the back from Douglas taking a touchdown off the board. This game could be 14-7 the other way, just as or 14, I guess it would have been 6 the other way, just as easily if those penalties don't happen there. As we had Clark there for the Douglas Patriots had about a 40-yard scamper himself that he found the end zone on. Of course, gets called back because of penalties. But shoulda, coulda, wouldas kind of things for the Patriots. Nothing you can do about that. Come back and play in the second half and try to do a little better job.
Yep. And the Patriots had lots of success there in that first quarter. We talked about at the beginning of the game, 270-pound average on that offensive line or somewhere close to that. They've taken one of their one that we had listed as a lineman, Jason Majeski, have him in the fullback position back there, so basically just another lineman back there.
And so with this kickoff, we're underway. This one is going to Raskey. They're kicking right at him as he's going to find a gap, and he's gone. 50, 40, he's to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Governors. Makes this one 20-7 real quick. And to be real quick, 12 seconds into the second half of action.
12 seconds in, you said it perfectly. They're going to go ahead and kick to him. Don't know that that's the right thing to do.
That's kind of one of those things. I remember bloopers where, NFL highlights when Deshaun Jackson would be out there for a punt return and he gets one. I don't remember what game it was. It might have been even the Miracle of the Meadowland, where he did that Giants one. And the coaches on the sideline, just don't kick it to or maybe it was in the commentator, says, don't kick it to Jackson. And there he goes, this one's going towards the sideline, but it's going to Jackson. And, it bites you in the ass.
Yep,
Bites you in the butt. I'll correct myself.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened. And a great run. Nice blocking up there by the Pier Governors. And another quick touchdown for the Governors.
So
PAT attempt here. Keenholz gets the clean hold. Miller's kick is barely over that crossbar. Going to be good. Make it 21-7 with 11:28 here to go in this second half of action, third quarter of play. And we'll be back in 30 seconds after hearing a couple words from our sponsors. Thank you for watching and listening.
What is it you look for in your next used vehicle? Who owned this car last? Has it ever been in a wreck? I wonder if they took care of it. Well, here at Harry K, we're going to give you a little peace of mind. Introducing the Harry K Certified Used Cars. All of our certified vehicles will come with a copy of the repair order, a Carfax, 200-point inspection, 3 years of oil changes, and get this, 1 full year of bumper-to-bumper coverage. Yep, 1 full year. Now that's peace of mind. Those other guys don't do that. Harry K Ford, family, friends, and Fords. Always in that order. Go.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brozick again, joined by the Feastermans, Troy and Russell. Of course, you see at the bottom of the video player, 11:48 remaining in the second half of play. You think, who's wasting a timeout 12 seconds in? No timeout called. McGuire Rasky takes the opening kickoff this second half and makes a house call. Extends this Governor lead to 21-7 at the bottom of your video player. And now Douglas is really probably thinking, we got to answer back.
Absolutely, and 2 scores fairly quickly there. We're talking the end of the first half, and giving up one right before halftime, and then coming out and with 12 seconds, they get another one on them.
That one going to be fielded by, is that 90?
39 maybe?
30, yeah, I can't tell. I've got bad eyesight, and the mud doesn't help.
I was going to say, just enough amount of mud on the back of his jersey there.
We'll give it credit to 39. Anthony Mosier there. He's going to field that one out on his knee. Going to start this Douglas first drive off of the second half at about the 34-yard line. Maybe 30. Well, we're going to call it 35 on the nose. 1st and 10. It's going to be Severson under center again, Troy.
Yep.
This one going to Clark, looking left side. Makes one man miss.
Block.
And Clark's got, is that 21?
Yep.
So that's good old
Rouse.
Yep,
Rouse with a nice shoestring tackle.
He's made a couple of those tonight, and that's one Clark might still be running if he doesn't make that play.
Yep, he got just enough of him to trip him up just a little bit.
Going to be 2nd and 7 here, it looks like, or 2nd and 3, after that 7-yard carry from Clark. And, Majeski in that backfield kind of makes the difference there. Having a fullback or that big plays offensive lineman normally.
Looks like maybe just a little bit of movement. We'll wait and see what they have to say here.
And based on Majeski's face, I think that one's coming back.
So, we kind of seen this in the first half, Caleb. They get these second and shorts, and then
they back themselves up.
They back themselves up in penalties. So.
And 3 for Douglas becomes 2nd and 8 from their 37.
Kind of see, the center of the field just took a beating on that first half of football here, and we'll kind of see what the footings and stuff. They actually handled it better than kind of what I anticipated happening actually in the first half. So we'll see if this field can kind of hold its own a little bit here and see what happens.
It's kind of funny, Troy, you mentioned that, because if you have the actual sideline, the tackle box and everything. Oh, and around here, this one's going. I believe it's DeWitt.
Yep.
No, that's going to be number 3. I think that's Terrell Archer. No, it's Clark. I lied. I'm really bad at reading these numbers with the mud, Troy.
Patriots had a call down here against them in a real similar situation, and they were sure several players had their hands up wondering where maybe that wasn't an aggressive, he just followed through with his tackle all the way down to the ground. So 1st and 10.
So as Severson goes back under center, this one going back up to Clark, up the gut. Going to find a little sliver of room before being brought down there by number 55?
85.
85. Oh gosh, I'm terrible. Thank you. That's Brueggemann there on that tackle.
So about 2nd and 6 it looks like we're going to have now.
Yeah, I think you're pretty right there, Troy. I think we're going to call it 2nd and 6.
Brueggemann just kind of wrapping up, nice wrap-up tackle, and able to bring him all the way down there.
Not too easy to see things. Bear with me. Kunkel a wide out to the left.
So this one's going to be DeWitt on the carry up the middle.
Spins off a tackle at left guard.
Looks like he's going to cut the deficit there about half, looks like. We're probably going to be down about a 3rd and 3, it looks like.
I think I'm going to go 3rd and 4,
maybe.
Troy.
Yep, 3rd and 4.
3rd down, not too far here. Douglas
ball on about the 46-yard line.
Of the Governors here.
Of the Governors, yep. I formation.
Going to be a lead block with Majeski in front there, and I think that's going to be close to that first down marker, Troy. Depending on the spot, this one looks to be enough to move the chains, and they're going to move them forward. So that will be a first down.
Again, that first half we weren't giving Majeski near enough credit because we didn't have number 87 in our program, but looking at his helmet and seeing the number 64 and then talking to the coaches up here, that's definitely who it is down there. Doing a heck of a job this game with that lead block.
That one goes on the ground. Clark, oh man.
Pier just they just.
That's the whole Pier defense found the backfield there.
Yep.
And that one goes backwards for 5 yards, I think we're going to call it.
Yep.
We're going to go 4, I think. 2nd and 14.
Ball on the ground or not on that play, Pierre's penetration there was going to break that play immediately.
Yep.
So
there was
nice penetration there by the front line there.
No doubt about that one, Troy.
Haven't been given near enough credit to Taylor and Gehring and Beestrom. They've been working their butts off tonight on that line against this big offensive line of the Douglas Patriots.
So Severson going under center. Majeski going to go a little offset there. That one's going to Clark off the left side, though. And going to go down. Looks like for about another loss of a yard. We're going to make it 3rd and 15 now.
Digging Hauska, number 24. Looked like he had the wrap up on that play.
I think you're right.
And this isn't where Douglas wants to be.
So we're looking at what about
3rd and 15, I think. Well, that's what I'm going to call it.
Okay.
This one going to be a pass from Severson. He's got Majeski.
Yeah, and Majeski trying to come back to the ball. Kind of the same scenario that we had down here. Defender doesn't turn around. Receivers, nothing the receiver or the defender can really do there.
Well, and that's kind of one of those things that, they are going to get the pass interference. I didn't see the flag on the field. I was going to say, not very often you see an offensive lineman turn fullback actually receiving a pass. We did see it one other time in the first half. But this pass interference call is going to make it automatic first down, even if it was going to be a little short. Who knows?
Yeah, it was going to be right on the line there, and
that is a first down.
So
Douglas keeps their drive going.
Yep, Douglas keeps the drive going, and kind of like I said, same scenario that Pierre had in the first half.
Yep.
Douglas gets a little of that this half.
So Clark going to take this one off the left side, and this one he's got room. Wow.
Again, yes. Again, we just can't. We can't.
Rouse
is just at the ankles of these guys almost every play, just doing a tremendous job.
Open field
of stopping.
tackling.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's been several of these plays where if Rouse does not get that ankle tackle, there's a lot of room in front of the runner.
Yeah, Troy, as much as I can appreciate that, being an ex-football player and a wrestler playing cornerback, you make a lot of those tackles. I'm not saying Mr. Rouse is a wrestler by any means. I don't know for sure, but, based on what I'm seeing, I'd say he'd be a pretty good one if it wasn't. As Severson tries going off the left side, gets wrapped up first there by, that's Brueggemann again, I believe. Nope, 52, excuse me. It's going to be Beestrom.
Yep.
Does a great job there. Identifies that Severson's trying to go off that tackle again, wraps him up and drags him down. Going to be about 3rd and 5 here, we're going to say, for these Patriots again.
For Douglas at the Pier 26. Still 7:09 left in the third. A lot of this game to go. Pier is leading 21-7.
This is Douglas. I mean, this is what they needed. Need to put some points on the board here to stop this game from getting away from them.
And Severson trying to find a lane, and backside pursuit there was absolutely insane, Troy. That one too far away, and the numbers are a little. Oh, that was Brueggemann. Okay.
Coming on the backside there. Severson kind of paused there, maybe going to try to make a cutback. Didn't see it coming.
Brueggemann did not give him the chance to.
There was no chance after that. So,
but we're seeing I think it's Coach Majeski. He's got some words. He's speaking with these officials on the sidelines here. So we're getting ready for this 4th down, and I think he's still talking. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's talking to Severson. I didn't see him back down there, but I think we're probably going to have to see a timeout because Severson still hasn't even came over. As we're seeing, maybe it was it must have been an equipment or an injury or something. It looks like number 11. That's going to be Jacob Thibault.
We'll go with that. Yeah, and
now we're going to see the timeout from Coach Majeski. And so, with that, we're going to step away for about 60, maybe 30 seconds. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor, bringing you more coverage here from GoGovsLive.com. Thank you for watching and listening.
What is it?
The South Dakota Army National Guard helps you get an education and prepares you for life. Joining the South Dakota Army National Guard gives you more than just pride that comes from serving your country. You can earn benefits that help pay for your education and expenses, and you can complete your education while you serve. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers many programs for every type of student, whether you're still in high school, attending college, or working toward a vocational certification. For more information, visit our Facebook and Instagram pages or at nationalguard.com/SD. The South.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievements. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a bright.
Well, welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brozick, joined again by Max and Troy Feasterman. 4th and about 5 here for these Douglas Patriots as we get going right back into action. And that one's going to be muffed. Low snap, going to be picked up right away there by 52 for your Governors. That's going to be, Beestrom there. And actually, he's still down. Granted, of course, as he bent over to pick that up, I missed the number of the Govs there. Kind of awkwardly went over the top of him as Severson was kind of bent down. I think we're going to step away while we wait for this injury. We'll be back whenever we get things straightened away. Thank you for watching and listening to Go Govs Live.
Later tomorrow.
This is Jason with Dakota Carpet Restoration. Leave the cleaning to me. Don't cry over spilt milk, Kool-Aid, or whatever it is. I can help make your carpet look new again. Your carpet should be professionally cleaned every 12 to 18 months. If your house is underwater, no problem. Call us right away. Even if it's 3 in the morning, we'll take care of the water damage before mold sets in. Dakota Carpet Restoration, based in Platte, South Dakota. 605-481-8709. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
If you have seen our lot at Harry K, then you know we're having a record month. We are in need of vehicles, and a lot of them. That's right, we won't send you those mailers to confuse you. We'll just ask you to bring your vehicle in to have us look at it. No games, no gimmicks, just good old-fashioned honesty. Shop us first, shop us last. Either way, come see Harry K. Family, friends, and Fords. In that order.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brosick again, joined by Troy and Max Feasterman. We've got the injured Patriot off the field. We're ready for more football action as after the fourth down, well, I guess a fumble recovery. Lincoln Kienholz is going to take this one, roll out to his left. You know, he's looking again there for, oh gosh. You know what? You think I'd be better at this. I've known the man for a while. That is number 85, Colin Brueggemann, the intended receiver there. You know, rough night for him, I guess, in the, receiving category there, Troy. As that's, I believe, his second drop, and he seemed a little frustrated himself with that one.
Well, it's so easy. These guys are so used to making these plays night after night, and then, the scenario that we're dealing with the field conditions and the weather, it just makes it tough for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And then this one, I think we're going to see a offsides if I saw it with my own eyes right, I guess, but I'm up here in the booth, so that's why we're going to move it back instead and prove me wrong. So it's going to make this one 2nd and 15 now for this Governor offense.
And the injured player on that play, Tyler Clark, was able to kind of go off the field on his own, and that was a good sign.
Yes. I mean, definitely better to see than have him stretcher and anything else like that have to be involved. This one goes to Rasky off tackle, finds a lane, going to be brought down by that's DeWitt I saw, and as well as that's 1, Troy?
Number 5.
Oh, 5, sure. So that's Dumdy. So DeWitt and Dumdy on that tackle there.
Yep. 3rd and probably 8, we're going to call it.
Yep, I think 3rd and 8's about right, as Lincoln Kienholz is going to be alone in the backfield, looking left, going to feel pressure, scramble out to the left, going to try to come back, and then just slips, and that's where the field kind of proves a point to be kind of tough on you, Troy.
Yep.
So that one's going to be a loss of, we're going to go 12, maybe 15, and I mean, it's going to be 4th and long.
4th and long, yep. And, looking back and forth on the field, don't know if you're able to see it on TV quite as well, but that end of the field apparently looks worse. Looks a lot rougher.
Granted, I guess really both red zones, Troy, looking at it. It looks like out, near midfield, we don't really see much. Apparently both teams, when they got down at the red zone, that's where we saw everybody really digging in, because that's where it seems like it got bad. This Kienholz punt. Going to be fielded right around the 47-yard line. This is going to be DeWitt. Makes one man miss. Still running hard. Or excuse me, is that?
Yep.
It was DeWitt?
Yep,
yes, it was. Okay.
DeWitt, 5'11", 170 pounds, plays like he's
6'2".
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, he plays hard football, so I've been impressed with his aggressiveness.
So, actually, Troy, looking at the field, I see Mr. Clark is back in on the offense. So, obviously,
it's a good sign
whatever
for the Patriots and
injury, not too harsh on him.
And that's one thing you start thinking about, the injuries. You want to minimize, it's really tough. Silly things can happen in these conditions. That's nothing we want to see.
Going to see some motion. This is going to be DeWitt in motion as they pitch it out at the outside with Clark. Majeski lead block out there, but that's, I can't wait to see a number maybe.
It looked like 75 there, I think. Switch papers here. Taylor on the tackle possibly there. So kind of following down the line there. It kind of looked like he was able to follow it, but 8-yard pickup there. Or I apologize,
2-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
6-yard line of,
as they say on TV, check that.
Here it'll be 2nd down and about 9.
So this snap going to come from about the 38-yard line, 37-yard line here. The Governors. This one looks like it's just going to be a keeper for Severson, and they're just going to try to push the pile. And we're going to pick up maybe about another 2 there. Going to make it 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, and Pierre, you can, tell, doing considerably better job than what we've seen
that first drive.
First drive, first quarter. Second quarter even did a little better. And you can even tell now this third quarter that Gehring and Taylor and Beestrom, they're just not going to allow to be pushed around. They're doing a good job.
We're down about 6. Douglas 3 of 8 on third down.
And so
Split each way. Shotgun formation for Severson. Spins a man in motion. That's
6.
Clark going to be brought down in the backfield.
Quickly.
Yes, sir.
And number 12, Bullweg, I believe.
I think.
Yep. Reagan Bullweg on the tackle there, breaking through and just reading the play the whole way. And apologize, some of these guys' jerseys are getting even harder to read.
Well, luckily Brugman's is actually surprisingly clean.
Yep.
Cleaner than
on
some.
On one side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, I suppose it's probably because he's making a lot of plays and not being hit a lot. The backside seems like it's pretty easy to read there.
Yep. So 4th and 11 here.
And I think we're going to see this offense go for it here. Severs rolling right, looking back over the middle. Has Clark. Couldn't get it there, though. So that 4th and we're going to call it 4th and 11, I guess. Not that it mattered. Going to be incomplete, so the Governors will take over on offense here. Going to start off at about the 38-yard line here on their own side of the ball, of course, with 2:02 remaining now in this third quarter of play.
Yeah, the Patriots, they again, one of those deals that they kind of had the motion going there, and then it just kind of had a stopping motion there. And
yeah, I mean, from watching all night, Troy, I can say I haven't been impressed with this Patriot offense, but, they just haven't found that right gear to punch it in like they need to. As Rasky carries this one off the right side, bottom of your video player. Going to be a carry for about 12 yards, maybe 13. Going to give him the 49-yard line, advancing into Patriot territory with 1:56 now remaining in this third quarter of play.
Clark able to close in on him down here. Otherwise, I don't know if there was a lot more down there.
We have him over the 100-yard mark again. That's 8 for 8 over 100 yards this year.
And Rasky, we talked about it pregame. Being the workhorse a lot on this team with the running and with the conditions, it's worked for him tonight too.
Yep. Some flag down on the far side here. That carry from McGuire Rasky only going to go for about 3 yards there, maybe 4. Long 3.
Yep.
But we'll see the hold, and as the Govs are walking back, I'm assuming maybe a holding.
As soon as it's confirmed, yes, it's definitely against Pierre.
And it is going to be a holding, so it's going to be a 10-yard spot foul there.
And one thing that, I think we need to talk about a little bit, even Caleb, is scenarios like this. Rasky's going to get a lot of credit a lot of times, but he's not able to cut. He's not able to do a lot of tapping to go up the middle here. And there's only one way to get yards up the middle, and that's to have your front 5 there.
Yep.
And so they, haven't got a lot of credit tonight. They've been working their butts off up there and creating the room for
both
Rasky.
sides of the ball for those guys.
Sides, yep.
Rasky here, wrapped up, spinning out a tackle, still going. So that carry going to get almost back to the initial down marker. It's going to make it from 2nd and 20 to about 2nd and 11. We're going to call it. Maybe we're going to go 2nd and 12, I suppose. And so now Keenholz in that shotgun pistol look. Going to give it right back to Rasky. Going up the middle. Has a lane, but we have another flag down. As Rasky gets tackled right around the 42-yard line. But I think this one's right in that area again to where we're going to see this one come back, Troy.
Yep. It's definitely right there in that holding area probably. So
1:01 left third quarter. Yep, they're pointing in Pierre's direction, so the Governors are
Yep, so another big run's going to be, washed off the board here. So instead of a 3rd and 5, we're probably going to be looking close to that 2nd and 22 now.
Yeah, right back to that hole you just dug yourself out of. Well, we're hearing it was more of a clipping call.
Yeah, yep.
But the same result. It's still a 10-yard spot foul.
Yep.
39-yard line.
So 10, 11. Yeah, we're going to be right around that 2nd and 22.
So now Keenholt's going to be the lone man in the spread offense. Look, trips out to the top of your screen. Going to send both tight ends as well. Keenholt's looking up the seam. Adraskian just a little long.
Yeah, just a little long. Rasky put the one hand up, tried to
pull it in.
Yep, tried to pull it in, and now we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 22 for the Govs.
And McGuire nearly caught up to him. McGuire's got good speed, you know. But that was the kind of pattern that...
So, probably going to see a little bit of the same thing here.
Excuse me as I'm yawning here. Not that the game's boring or anything, folks. Just a little tired. So, yeah, same look. This time instead we're going twins out wide. One at the bottom. Both tight ends going still. Keenholt's still looking over the middle. This one's going to Bolwig. Has the catch.
Bolwig.
Big block there. Bolwig at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Governors. So now just like this.
So Bolwig, a perfect place pass. Douglas closing in on him. Aaron Booth, number 18, comes in with a huge block. Opens up the rest of the field for him. Touchdown, Governors.
So now, all of a sudden, this game, Troy, is getting a little out of hand as we're running into this fourth quarter play. Kind of the game I thought we'd see based on records. Of course, not that you can ever say a team's in or out of a game, but...
Exactly, yeah. You come in with an idea of what could happen, and of course, that's not anything what happened in the first half. A really good football team, but now I've been up here and helped you one other time when you needed help with Pierre. Kind of the same thing. It's like they feel their team out, and then it's just full throttle ahead, no matter what the conditions are, apparently.
And really, Troy, I mean, you say feel it out. Great thing, analogy I just thought of. They're almost like, a cat, like a big lion or something, or even like a shark, kind of like playing with their food, taste it. They smell the blood in the water, and then they go in for the kill. And I mean, that first half definitely not what we were expecting to see. Feeling it out, like you said, kind of like just
very impressed with Douglas.
Eyeing them out. Yeah,
I mean, nothing against, we're not trying to take nothing away. We were incredibly impressed with Douglas that first half. That offensive line was able to just push the ball down the field on that first drive was incredibly impressive to us.
And then that's when, of course, then the big men from up front from Pier since then have really played well up front, made the difference, giving these blocks for Rasky, giving Keenholt's time to throw the ball. And, I mean, like you said, that's where it all starts, is those guys up front being able to handle the 300-plus pounds coming at them. And then...
Yeah, real impressed with Pier's, their front 5 on offense, their defensive, 4 on the line there. A tall task for these kids. I mean, this is a tough team to go up against for, like we said, 270 pounds. They got a couple 300-pounders on that line. They're tough up there.
And so, just like this, we're ready for another Pier Governor kickoff.
Yeah, 42 seconds left in the third quarter here.
And granted, now if the Patriots are going to want to get back into this game, we're going to have to see something we haven't seen from them, and that's hurry. But a lot of their drives that they've scored or even moved the ball, it's taken almost half a quarter to even get one drive really going against this Pier Governor defense.
Yeah, they weren't one to see a spread like this, I'm guessing. Try to keep it close and let it play out to the end, the kind of offense that we've seen from them so far. Ground and pound, hard hits up front there, and now they're probably going to have to see a little bit of switch possibly in the way that they're playing.
So that kickoff fielded by DeWitt, little short kick, returns that one out to about to the 30-yard line is where the Douglas Patriots offense is going to take the field.
DeWitt down at his 31. That's where Douglas starts now.
So we'll see what Severson can come up with for the Patriots here in offense.
I mean, as of now, really, now we're getting more of that split look. Majeski, your lone tailback. Yeah. As we get DeWitt on a reverse, kind of loses his footing, and then ankle tackled there. I wait for a number if I can get it. And, of course, they're getting kind of hard to read. I'm going to give that to, I believe, I still can't read it, Troy. I'm not going to try.
Yeah, and it's just getting, some of these guys that have spent most of this game
they're
in
finally,
the mud,
it's showing.
Starting to show, so.
8 seconds left, 2nd and 3 for Douglas.
Jesse going to be the lone back again.
This one, and end around this time to, I believe it's Clark. We'll wait. Just based on the amount of mud I'm seeing, I'd assume Clark.
Yep.
And of course, he's taken a beating tonight for not being a very big back.
Of course, 5'8", 165-pound senior, he's been taking on the big boys all night, and that's going to take us to the end of the third.
And I think we'll bring you the spot after we get back from our break. For now, we'll hear a word from our sponsors as we go into this fourth quarter. Thank you for watching, listening to coverage of Governors football here on GoGovsLive.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Protection, protection, protection. Keep all of your valuables safe this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes at Grossenberg Implement. These John Deere safes are of superior quality with extremely good fire ratings, tamper resistance, and hey, they look great. Several designs and styles available to match whatever decor you have in your house or shop. See the parts staff at Grossenberg Implement this week and save 8% on all in-stock safes.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. Again, this is Caleb Brozick, joined by the Feastermans, Troy and Russell, bringing you coverage here tonight on GoGovs Live of the Governors football game. Currently leading this one 28-7 over the Douglas Patriots. We're just starting our fourth quarter of action. 12 minutes away from finishing the regular season here in AA football. I suppose as you say this, then I guess we should probably start giving you guys a look around the state at some other scores. Of course, 11B and 9-man football in playoffs as we get ready for this one. We'll stay here as Zeverson going to cut the edge, hit to the outside. Of course, the last play was enough at the third quarter to give a first down for Douglas, and that carry goes for about 9. We'll start with some AA action around the state, other games going on. Spearfish and Sturgis Brown with apparently under a minute remaining in the second half of play, tied at 7. Spearfish looking to get their first win of the year. Mitchell and Huron with 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. That one, Huron's leading 13-7. Douglas and Pier, of course, we're here. And then up in Brookings right now, Brookings is currently leading your technically top seed based on power points. Yankton, of course, they're both undefeated. That one's 14-0 Brookings at the end of the first half. Second and timeout.
Coach Majeski seen something he didn't like, so I think that's going to be his second timeout of the half, I believe.
I think you're right, Troy. I think we're going to stay here. I think I'm going to keep updating you guys on some scores going on around the state. Now I suppose we'll jump to the rest of the regular season caps. 11 AAA, Sioux Falls Roosevelt 44, Sioux Falls Washington 7. That one's final. Sioux Falls Lincoln kind of put the boots to Rapid City Central out there, and I believe that one's in Rapid. It was. And that one's final score was 72-12 out there in Rapid. Harrisburg and O'Gorman, that one at the end of the first half, 14-10. Jumping to 11A now. Madison and Sioux Falls Christian leading that one 7-0. Lennox and Vermilion, that one down in Lennox, that one in Vermilion, 25-14. Lennox leads that one. Del Rapids and TNT, Del Rapids winning that one 7-0 at the end of the first half. Dakota Valley and Tri-Valley, odd score here. I don't know how many times you'll ever see this. Dakota Valley leads that one 11-0, and that's right. I said 11, folks. Canton and West Central.
So number 4 seed team right now.
Oh, Dakota Valley is?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, and that one's a pretty close one, really. As we come back to action here, is Severson going to give this one to Clark up the gut and keeps the wheels churning, but
ball on the ground.
Good eye, Troy. And that's going to be the Governor
that's
ball.
Be Pierre ball there. I believe it was, I'm going to say number 23 there, Austin Foley. And number 21, of course, in there. Number 24.
Sure.
21, Rouse. 24, I was looking for here. I haven't called his name yet.
Who's that, Troy? Sorry.
24 is Husky.
Yep,
Hauska. I apologize, Hauska. Yep. So them 3 guys stepping in real hard, ball on the ground. I didn't see exactly who jumped on it, but one of them get on it right away. And
so now, 11 minutes to go. I think Pierre's pretty much in complete control of this one at this point.
Yep. And Yeah, we're sitting there thinking Douglas really, in the point of the game right there, really needed to come out of that drive
with some points.
With some points there. Never say anything's impossible, but an incredibly tough road ahead of them right now with 11 minutes left.
This one screen out to Rasky, dropped, and they're going to say it was a forward pass. Looked almost backwards, Troy. That one was close.
That was dangerous. That was very close.
But flag down as well.
Yeah. Clark was right there ready to pick it up, and
that might have been the difference.
What we've seen from him, there wasn't probably nobody going to catch him.
So while we wait for this penalty to get sorted out, I'll give you some more scores. I don't know if I gave this one to you yet, so we're going to start there. Canton, West Central and Canton, minute left in the first score, or minute left in the first half, 7-6, and to round out your 11A matchups, Custer and Belfouche at the end of the first half, tied at 7 out there, and Custer, I believe they said illegal shift, Troy. Going to back up the Governor's offense and make it 1st and 15. Now we'll get to the fun stuff as we come back up over the ball. I'm going to try to get a couple scores as we jump into 11B playoff action. McCook, Central Montrose, and Stanley County. Troy, you win your steak dinner there. That one 22-14 final, 8-point game. McCook, Central Montrose, the lower seed, pulls that one out.
Stanley County with a good year this year, and something to build on for next year. A lot of fun to watch them this year.
Yes, they were. As this one passed from Keenholz out towards Rasky.
Laid right into Rasky. Rasky just not able to come up with it there.
And understandably, because that was tight coverage too there.
Very good coverage there. Nice pass there by Keenholz.
So 3rd and 10 now as we jump back into playoff pictures as we wait for some more plays. Garrettson and Winter down in Garrettson. That one final 40-0. Winter, the top seed in 11B, takes that one. Elk Point Jefferson and Mount Vernon Plankington in a tight one with 8 minutes left. Elk Point Jefferson's got the ball and leading 20-12 in Elk Point, down there in Elk Point. As we're going to jump back to our action, Lincoln Keenholz going to tuck this one and look to scramble, and he's got a lot of room. Yes, he does, Troy. As he turns the corner, he's got a shot. The 10-5 touchdown, Lincoln Keenholz, and your Governors score again. So that one will make it 34-7 now. Your Governors take the lead.
Yeah, he came out on that corner there, had lots of grass open.
Oh, yeah. Had a feeling, Troy. I shouldn't say I knew.
Yep, blockers following up. He follows the sidelines, and nice play there by.
And that's just great vision, too, because he started in the middle of the field, realizes the blockers on the outside, he's got them there, and they realize great vision to make that block, and next thing you know, that's almost a 40, 50-yard run there, Troy, for Keenholz. Carson Miller going to try to put this PAT through. Keenholz gets the hold down clean. Miller's kick is going to go through and will be good. So as we get ready for this kickoff, we'll stay here again, and we'll still keep updating you with some of these playoff picture looks around the state for the first round action for the smaller classes. We're going to update you now. We're going to Sioux Valley, where in Volga, that one at the end of the first half is currently 36-6. Sioux Valley kind of exploded from when we were checking, Troy, and now all of a sudden up big. Bridgewater Emory Ethan versus Lee Deadwood out in Bridgewater. The number 2 seed takes down Lee Deadwood 53-0 final. And, of course, postponed games. There's a couple of them out there, too. Of course, you're seeing the weather here, and, of course, around the state, it's kind of everywhere. So Aberdeen and Roncalli will play tomorrow night. Redfield and St. Thomas More, and then Sisseton versus Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. Those games will all be played tomorrow night. Jumping down to the 9-man classes, starting with the AA action. Viborg Hurley in Viborg currently beating Parker 20-0. Hanson is beating Parkston 22-6 at the end of the first half. Doolin Florence Henry, that's a good one, Troy. That would be a fun one to watch if you can. That one's 0-0 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Hamlin, I believe, the top seed in 9AA, currently beating Clarkville late 42-0 with 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Platte Geddes and Bonhomme with 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 22-0 now. Platte Geddes has taken the lead.
Platte Geddes able to jump on him now. Last time we looked, I think it was 6-0. So.
And then another tight one, too, to keep your eye on. Arlington, Lake Preston taking on Baltic. Baltic leading that one 8-6 with 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. So that one's just starting the second half. Going to be almost an onside kick here. Going to be covered up right at about the 35-yard line. That's going to be number... Oh, shoot. Of course, white jersey in the mud. Don't really mix too well.
Possibly number 20, but a lot of mud on that jersey right now.
We'll give...
Nope, not 20, so...
My thought was... I'm not even going to try to guess. I guess I don't really see anything. We're just going to give... Doesn't matter.
Covers it up.
Yep. So we're going to sit here. We'll watch these first couple plays, and then we'll jump down to the 9A bracket games that we have. Of course, a couple of those games we'll inform you about later. Those ones are already seeing some postponements too, as this one's going to be carry for Severson off the left side.
Again, first down pickup. Fairly successful today for Douglas. Nothing to complain there.
That one goes for about 7. I think I'm going to give him credit for. No, maybe not. We're going to give him 5, actually. So, as we get ready for this play, as Severson's coming in, I'll read the couple scores we do have for 9A action. Castlewood and Gregory down in Gregory. Castlewood goes down, up, knocks off Gregory 32-14. Tap the screen, guys. That normally works. And if not, I'm going to try to go like this. Sorry about that, folks. We lost focus. I'm going to try my best to bring it back. Excuse me here, guys. Oh, there it goes. You got it. Way to go, Max. So anyway, as I was saying, I missed the play, but it was a first down there for the Douglas Patriots. Howard, I believe the top seed in 9A. Could be wrong there, Troy.
I think that is right, yep.
But they're in a pretty tight one with the Smith at the end of the first half. That one's 13-0 Howard. Of course, maybe the weather's kind of affecting them too. Canastota area and Canastota Freeman and Chester area at the end of the first half. That one's 32-8 as Severson gets brought down there. That's number 9. That's Mayer.
Mayer, yep. Nice open field tackle there by Mayer coming around there. Severson did have room after him.
Yes.
And Mayer able to make a nice tackle there.
And then the last game to update you on while I jump back into the playoff picture in 9A, Lyman and Burke in pressure. Lyman takes that one 36-16 final there. Of course, there's a couple games I mentioned that were postponed. That's North Border and Warner, Northwestern Wall, Phillip and Timberlake, and Britton Hecla, Ipswich, Edmond Central, all postponed to tomorrow as Clark's still on his feet looking for lane.
Nice cut back there by Clark. Majeski able to get that first block there. Clark cuts in behind him there and finds a little bit of open room there and
yes, he
pick
does.
up the first down.
Enough to move the chains. And this is the drive we kind of needed to see from these boys, at the last drive. But Patriots.
Yeah, 8:54 left. I mean, there's a lot of time left in this game. The problem is moving the ball down with these 5, 6, 7 yard runs.
It takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time to get those down, but one big run changes everything.
This one going to Clark again on the left side. Still on his feet, and then, woo, big hit.
Big hit.
But that one's still going to be a good carry for about 5 or 6 yards there.
We got Claire down there on that far side. We weren't really able to catch that number.
Oh,
maybe
we're going
12, maybe Bullwig, maybe.
Maybe.
Yep.
We're going to actually gain a 7. We're going to call it 2nd and 3. And I think with this, we're going to be ticking under, or we will tick under 8 minutes of action here before this play.
Pierre, looks like maybe we're starting to see a couple new numbers out there with the 35-7 lead.
Sure, and it's probably the safe thing to do as Clark again going to get the carry, but this one, it's going to be, I think, a little short looking at where the official is of the first down marker.
It looks like he was brought down by Gary. Nedved?
Oh, yes, Nedved.
Yep,
Excuse me.
Nedved brought him down.
Yep. So it's going to be about 3rd and 2 we're going to give it credit for. If PA announcer says 3rd and long 1. We'll go short 2. We'll go the other side. This one,
Severson.
Clark just got punched in the back by Severson to try to pick that one up. And, I don't know how effective that is there, Troy.
Yeah, or you mean Severson. He was the ball carrier,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Severson got punched in the back by. Was it Clark or was it Majeski?
It was either Clark or Majeski, but there was a stall out there, and the back. I think it was Majeski came in from behind and shoved him through. So and it was going to be enough for the first down.
Yeah, so it's a good thing he did push him, maybe.
Yep. It's kind of funny because we were just talking about seeing that here a couple weeks ago in Stanley County game with one of their players, and the quarterback kind of turned the wrong way, and the big fullback just shoved him through for the 2-point conversion.
Yep. So down to about the 25-yard line here. The Patriots finally driving here as this one's going to go to Clark again, and that one
maybe by that front line there.
Maybe a yard. We'll give him credit for it. Call it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, looked like Taylor was kind of the lead on that, and then you had Beestrom and Gearing probably in there too. So those boys they've earned their meal tonight.
Yes, they have. And so as we tick towards the midway point of this fourth quarter of action, we'll jump into the last class of football to bring you coverage of 9B football. I guess we'll start after this play, I suppose. As this one going to be an end around. This one's looking for Clark, I assume, still, considering it's muddiest jersey on the field.
I think maybe DeWitt made that.
Well, I thought DeWitt's jersey was a little cleaner.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yep. If we go by that, I'm pretty sure you're right with Clark there. So had a lineman down there for just a second, but he was able to get back up and get in the huddle.
And so that's going to be about a gain of 2, maybe a gain of 3, depending on how you look at it. We're going to call it 3rd and 7. You know what, Troy? I guess we'll just stick it. We'll keep sticking here. I can wait to give you guys some playoff action.
Douglas trying to put in a scoring drive here. 5:30 left in the game here.
This one going to be a pitch out to Clark again, and that's a tackle we've seen Mr. Rouse make all night
long.
That one couldn't quite get. Maybe the mud made a difference on his arms and everything. Allowed Clark to slip through.
Yep. Rouse had a hell of a game on defense tonight. He stopped, numerous. We've talked about 3, 4, 5 plays where if he doesn't make that tackle on the outside, he's the last one there. And so, congratulations to him tonight on a really well played defensive game.
And so with we're going to call it 4th and 3 here for these Patriots as they come up over the ball. Of course, they're going to have to go for it here with about 4:45 remaining in this game. And this one going to Clark up the nose. Going to try to just dive for it. We're going to see the spot.
The line judge is going to come in with first down, it looked like.
I have noticed tonight as we've been watching, Troy, these line judges like to go a little wider, a little further downfield, and then try to suck me up and make me wrong.
Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
But they are going to say it's enough for this first down. So
a little extra effort there at Clark right at the end, kind of did the little dive there, and I think it was probably just enough there to get him over.
I believe you're right, Troy. So as we tick right around 4 minutes probably before this play starts, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Starting from about the 15-yard line here, maybe 14. Severson's going to just keep that one himself kind of awkwardly even, and that one's not going really anywhere, Troy.
No, it looked like it was held up there by that defensive line that we've been kind of trying to give a little credit to here lately for, tall order ahead of them tonight, and they've made the call, and they've done a really good job tonight. So, again, starting to see some new numbers put in there, 63, 56.
And so while you try to figure those out, Troy, I think I am going to finally just go ahead and call these 9B actions as we're tipping. As we're clicking near the end, I suppose we better get them out there for everybody who wants to know. Irene Wakanda in Scotland, down in Scotland, 24-0 at the start of the third. Corsica Stickney, of course, gets a forfeit over Esteline Hendricks. Del Rapids St. Mary's also gets a forfeit over Bison. So those games were not played as that carry. Did you see?
Looked like Clark again.
Clark again? Okay, that one's going to go about a gain of 6, maybe 5 there. And then we'll jump back into the only other 9B game played tonight is going to be Coleman Egan and Alcester Hudson. And that one 40-32 is with a minute left in the fourth quarter. But Coleman Egan has the ball, so I think they're going to pull off the upset there. Games to be played yet there. Of course, like I said, a lot of as DeWitt trying to catch the edge. Sorry to come back on you so harshly all of a sudden, folks, but not going to catch the corner. We'll see the spot.
a part of the field that has not had a lot of play on it tonight. One of the few spots that
probably the
still
good
has
spot
a
to
little
go
snow.
to.
Yep.
At this point, the snow's probably pretty hard.
It's
going to be 4th in the inches, it looks like.
Yep.
But to finish it out, 9B games yet to be played. Will be played tomorrow. Is going to be Dupree and Kadoka, Faith and Harding County, Fulton and Harriet-Selby area, and Langford area, and Woolsey-Wessington. So now that we got all the scores out from around the state, we're going to stay here for the rest of it, as this 4th and inch is going to be a big play, as Clark's going to get the carry.
And he's going to get the first down fairly easily.
Oh, yes, he will. But they're going to end up eating some more clock, and we're going to tick under 2 minutes, where I think it's safe to say your Pier Governors, after this game, are going to improve to 6-2 on the year. We'll end up holding off that number 3 seed. Of course, we thought it was pretty much locked up either way coming in. Of course, looking at the rest of it, you're going to have Douglas, who with this loss, and if Spearfish could pull out a win, that could be a different story. Maybe Spearfish ends up dropping it, and then Douglas has to go to either Brookings or either way. They're going to go to Brookings and Yankton.
Yep. Clark's going to get another touchdown here. Well deserved, guys.
Yeah, he's worked his tail off
tonight, and don't mind seeing that from a kid that has been in there. He's been the call most of the night. So
it'll make it 13. 2:35. Your Govs, hometown Govs, leading this one with 1:54 remaining.
Heck of a second half here put together by the Governors.
From the opening kickoff of the second half all the way through, this one's been played really well for them.
Open up with an 80-yard kickoff return there, and it just went on from there. So.
And that PAT gonna hit the crossbar again.
2 tonight. One from each team tonight. You don't get to see that very often.
I think it's just that goalpost down there, Troy, on the east side of the field. Apparently, it's got it must have a big blinking light. Hit me here.
Yeah. As they'd say in basketball, is that goal regulation.
And so this time, I think we will break away. We haven't heard from our sponsors in a while. Thank you for watching and listening to, of course, Governor football action here on Go Buffs Live.
What is it you look for in your next used vehicle? Who owned this car last? Has it ever been in a wreck? I wonder if they took care of it. Well, here at Harry K, we're going to give you a little peace of mind. Introducing the Harry K Certified Used Cars. All of our certified vehicles will come with a copy of the repair order, a Carfax, 200-point inspection, 3 years of oil changes, and get this, 1 full year of bumper-to-bumper coverage. Yep, 1 full year. Now that's peace of mind. Those other guys don't do that. Harry K. Ford, family, friends, and Fords. Always in that order.
Welcome back to Hollister Field. This is Caleb Brozick, joined by Troy Feasterman and Max Feasterman, bringing you Governor football action here on GoGovsLive.com. This one pretty much all wrapped up, folks. 35-13 as of now. Your Governors are leading this one. Of course, we got to play out these last minute and 54 seconds. Don't know what's going to happen. I'd assume we're going to see some new faces, Troy, of course.
Going to get to see some clean jerseys.
And that one actually going to get kicked off of one Governor, and they're going to end up jumping on it anyway at about the 38-yard line.
So all them others sitting in the stands that thought that they were going to get away with it, they're going to have dirty jerseys to wash also.
Yes, they are. Sorry about the camera issues, folks. Apparently we're having issues having our camera focus. We're trying our best to get that fixed, but with 1:52 remaining, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do. We're going
starting to build on maybe some condensation even.
Oh, sure. I didn't even think about that, Troy.
Yep.
I'd say just leave her, Max. I guess we'll just do a little better job of calling the game. You'll get to see the rough outlines of the shapes, but not exactly the clearest. And, of course, the new numbers makes it hard. I'm going to have to learn some new players here. That's number 35 there from your Pier Governors. That one's going to be Matt Kruger on the carry. Of course, quarterback, you've got number 89. You've got Cade Kaiser. Excuse me. This one's going to go back to Mac again.
keeping up with the new names. They basically have just replaced everybody on the field. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of new jerseys here. I think
we're able to kind of got this. It just seems to keep going out on us.
I think for this last minute, Troy, we can start working on closing it out. I don't think we're going to miss too much. But so I think of course Douglas looked impressed with this first half. Troy, second half, Pier, we got to see why they are the team with a better record. And they just kind of proved it down the stretch.
Yeah, when you were looking at common opponents before we came, the ones that Pierre was able to handle and Douglas was struggling with, you come in with the anticipation that Pierre's going to be able to handle this game fairly easily. Douglas did everything they could there, definitely in the first quarter, winning the first quarter, playing good, tough football. You got to give it to Pierre. They were able to just the second quarter, and it didn't happen very early in the second quarter.
No.
Not taking the lead until less than 2 minutes left in the half.
I think it was even the last minute of the first half, if I recall.
Minute there. Able to put the drive together there, a couple of things going their way on some calls and things, and then coming out, the second half and just.
And that's when you really saw the control.
As a coach, you can't ask for anything better than having an 80-yard kickoff return go your way or 80-plus yard. And from there, Pierre was just able to do kind of what we thought probably was going to happen. Douglas, they've got some stuff going for them right now. Putting together a whole game, I think, is something that
they're going to be their challenge.
They're going to concentrate on that a lot this week. Looking at this, depending on if they end up with the number 8 seed or
7
or
the 7, depending.
8, yep. Depending on which way they end up with there, they're going to get Yankton or Brookings. It probably looks like, and they've had Yankton.
Saw it. Yeah,
they've seen Yankton.
You saw last week it was tied at halftime there in Yankton. So
exactly. So. Maybe they've seen something maybe they like there, and maybe they can build on that and get that second half of football. Pier, like I said, I've seen him twice this year with you. I've kind of seen the same thing both times. One thing that, Pierre's probably, and maybe it depends on what they want to work on, but one thing they're probably going to want to work on as they start moving through the playoffs is a faster start.
Yep.
Not letting these teams get up on them.
Can't wait a whole quarter to really get going.
Yep, because, we've seen the talent there. I mean, sophomore quarterback and senior running back, both of them, and several other players got a nice front five there, able to block Pereski. So, coming into, I'm sure there'll be a lot of work. Looks like it's going to be in the snow. Pierre going to have a home game. We'd like to tell everybody that had to work on this field and get this field ready. Great job.
You did wonderful.
A lot of work to get this game going all over in the state of South Dakota. So.
And with that being said, I think we're going to sign off. This has been Caleb Brozick with Troy Feasterman and, of course, Max Russell Feasterman on the camera. We'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching this production on GoGovs Live of Governor Football here from Pier, South Dakota. Have a good night, y'all. Take her easy.
Yep. Thanks to all the fans watching and all our sponsors. We sure appreciate it.